What's up, guys? It's your boy Ari from Outside the Lines. Today I'm telling you the story of Cassius Winston, a monster from Detroit, born and raised like my boy M. Now, this guy is not your average 6'1" point guard. He is literally wrestling in the paint. Normally, a guy that's 6'1" would never do that. Wrestling against 7 foot guys. Literally, guys that are as tall as Boban Marjanovic. Okay, I might have overdoed it there, but you get my point. This guy was playing a small school and made it into a Division One college. He was in U of D Jesuit High School and Academy. This guy was able to make it. I mean, I wouldn't even start with a guy or play with a guy knowing that, or play against a guy knowing that he's 6'1" and can wrestle in the paint. No matter how hard you guard him, he has another way of finishing. This guy does like very creative finishes, like what Kobe used to do, like those up and overs and what Tristan Jazz does. Just look at him. He's completely dominating everyone. From downtown, from the mid-range, and of course, coast to coast. Guys, I would do anything to have a layup package like that. How creative, how decisive, and how you decide in those moments to lay it up and in. You know, those moments where you're in the air, you see your opponent, and you gotta figure out, yo, what do I do? What should I do? Do I finish with a jelly, or do I finish with a normal layup? Do I cram it down, or slam it down? You know, give him a yam and a posterizer. I don't know how he does it, but he gets it done, like what Jordan's vision is. But if you're really gonna like compare him more structurally, I think he is very alike with Kyle Lowry. They have almost the exact same frame. They have the exact same height at 6'1", and their dribbling skills and their handles and finishing badges are just beyond expectations. Now, what really led this guy to a Division One college? Now, he's a very intriguing prospect, as I said time and time again. Yes, he ain't one of those Jalen LeCue, those Jalen Green, freakish type players, but he gets the job done, guys. He ain't 6'5", but he feels like, and he looks like a guy that's around 6'5", with his interesting stats. Now, I'm telling you guys today what type of career this guy might have. I'm not predicting, but these are his stats. He came out of high school with 3 offers, University of Pittsburgh and Stanford. Since he liked his boy, Coach Tom Izzo, he ended up going to Michigan State University with a lot of good players, including one of my favorite high school players from Spire Academy, my boy Rocket Watts. Now, we'll get a separate video from my boy Rocket, but today's video is for Cassius Winston. My guy grabbing steals, grabbing unbelievable passes to Rocket. They are my favorite duo in the college season, like NCAA. They were my favorite duo because I cannot stop seeing them just passing it. Cassius to my boy, my big man, shooting it from downtown. And this guy, unlike other college players, decided to stay all 4 years in college. Very, very unusual move indeed. Because normally nowadays that normal 4-star to 5-star prospects end up going one and done to college, or one and done to professional leagues like the NBL and China, like what we've seen. And these were his stats. You've seen a gradual progression through his stats in games started, games played, his 3-point percentage, and assist percentage. Very, very impressive. Now, I'm really wondering, can this guy actually be drafted? Now, it's a big question mark on my head right now. But in my opinion, he might get drafted. It's a might at this point. Why a might? Now there are so much other point guards and guards that he has to compete with in this entire draft class. Others like Nico Mannion, Cole Anthony, and just to name a few, and LaMelo Ball, who might be the first pick in this year's draft. I mean, the amount of guards this NBA draft class, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Even my boy Mac McClung had to back out last minute and decided to join Texas Tech, which is a really good decision. Now, the real thing here is Cassius. Can his type of point guard, or this type of point guard, can still make it to the NBA? Now, it's a big might, because all that NBA teams really expect, every time they get a point guard is a scoring point guard. Much to guys like Ja Morant, Russell Westbrook, Stephen Curry can hit it from downtown. They're really expecting guards these days to do those exact things. Not this down to earth John Stockton, like, I'll keep passing it, I'll shoot sometimes, and be very unselfish to teammates. Yes, NBA scouts and NBA teams like that aspect of their game, of those old school 90s point guards like Cassius Winston here. But can he turn out to become a very athletic scorer in the NBA? Now, I'm really hoping this guy can make it to the NBA, which I highly think he can. But for the first round, I highly doubt it, or the second round. He might go undrafted, most likely. I'm not saying that he will. I mean, we're in June and it's Corona season, but I believe he's going to be drafted. This guy has been proving time and time again that he is clutch beyond reason. Now, according to a lot of sports analysts, they're placing him under I think the third round as of ESPN, which I will show you later. Now, these are his stats for his rookie season all the way up to his senior season. Look at that gradual change. And I just weirded out that so much NBA teams aren't really looking into his stats. Because not only he's contributing in dimes, assists, and rebounds, but look at his gradual progression. That's unbelievable. From 6.7 points in his rookie year, from 2016 to 2017, and now his last and senior season, he upped it to 18.4 points. That's amazing. I've never seen a lot of prospects that really up their stats from unknown to a very known prospect. Now, I believe this guy will be drafted. It's a very 50-50% scenario, but it's rare to have a 90s retro point guard really blend into today's game, not only with his teammates and his chemistry, but with everything that's going on. Please, I'm just hoping that the NBA scouts draft this guy. He is very talented beyond measure. Now, as I checked this June, this guy is 30th in the second round. Second round. That's just a might. Which he made it, but it's a might at this point. He will be offered, I think, a G League contract, a two-way player option. Now, is this guy going to be like Draymond Green, that he could totally pop out of the second round? Which I think he will. I mean, look at the other prospects he's battling with. Trey Jones, Vernon Carey, Jalen Smith, and Tyler Bay. Those guys are very talented players. But I think this guy will make it at the end of the day. To be honest with you. A G League contract. I think he would blend with the Santa Cruz Warriors, since they're really needing that point guard position. Since ever since Quinn Cook and Seth Curry left, they haven't really been having a sustainable point guard. Yes, Kai Bowman left since the Warriors had to call him up, since they were desperate for point guards when Steph Curry broke his wrist. So thank you guys for today, and please give me a follow, and my boy Cassius Winston a follow. Thank you very much. It's your boy Ari from Outside the Lines, and thank you very much.